my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your holy name. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your holy name. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your holy name. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your holy name. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your holy name. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your
90 seconds.
Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your holy name.
Bless Yah, all you witnesses, do not forget his benefits. Forgives iniquities, heal the diseases in my ligaments. The Redeemer and Creator, me from dust, he know I make up. Merciful and slow to anger, gracious, only one can save us. Yah, who satisfies my mouth with good things. Bless Yah, who renews me like the eagle's wings. Bless Yah, who made his ways known unto Moses and his acts to the children of Israel, who we chosen. Bless Yah.
Bless Yah, oh my soul. Bless Yah, all his angels. Bless Yah, all his hosts. Bless Yah, all his words. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your holy name. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your holy name. I will bless Yah at all times. His praise shall continually be in my rhymes. Praise Yah, for unto us his glorious shine. Baruch Yah Malek by Shemaim Elo Ba'aretz. Praise Yah, for he execute righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed. He renewed my health like the eagle's wings. Yah fed my mouth with good things, so unto Yah his glory I sing. Yah bless. Bless Yah, oh my soul. Bless Yah, all his angels. Bless Yah, all his hosts. Bless Yah, all his works. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your holy name. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your holy name. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your holy name. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Bless Yahweh, oh my soul. Singing praises to your holy name.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise and honor to the Holy One of Israel, to the creator of the heaven, the earth, the sea, and all that is therein is, by saying hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Yah is righteous. Yah is holy. And let Yahweh be magnified. Once again, the Creator has allowed us to come before you another day, bringing to you his great, holy, and exalted words, even the words of truth. My name is Moreh Ishaya Yisrael of the House of Israel, located right here in Cincinnati, Ohio, 2330 Kemper Lane, bringing to you nothing but the truth. And yes, it is true. All we're going to do is tell you the truth, for Yah ordained me to tell you the truth, and this is what I'm going to do. And who is this Yah? Yah is the creator of the heaven, the earth, the sea, and all that is therein. Yah is the Elohim of our fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yisrael, whom you may know as Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yah is our king, he's our judge, he's our lawgiver, and Yah is our only savior, and not just of Israel. Yah is the savior of the world. And I praise the mighty Yah once again for this glorious and beautiful opportunity to bring to you his great, holy, and exalted words. Tonight we will just deal with the earth. We dealt with righteousness yesterday, so we deal with the earth because the earth have everything to do with Yahweh's righteousness, and it has everything to do with Yahweh laws. It is part of his glorious and beautiful creation. Oftentimes we've been telling you how it is very necessary, very important for one to study the generations that is spoken of in the book of Genesis. 12 different generations. And as a matter of fact, the second generation that the scriptures speak of is the earth. Not because it was the second thing made and created, or neither was it the second thing Yahweh even spoke about. Nor did he make this on the second day. But Yahweh would take the earth, even though it is the second generation that Yahweh speak about, he would make this earth on the third day. But it's the second generation. And of course, that makes total sense to me and not to everyone. You may ask yourself, well, how could that make sense? And what relationship does the second, since the earth is the second generation that was made, what relationship does this earth has with the third? Second generation, but made on the third day. And these little secrets such as this, people don't know about. They hadn't applied their hearts to it. The scripture says in the book of Psalms 90, teach me to number my days, that I may apply my heart unto wisdom. And people have not learned how to number their days. Therefore, they can't apply their heart unto the wisdom that they need to understand these things. And let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. In the book of Exodus, the 19th chapter. Let us turn there. Let us try to get some knowledge, and let us try to get some wisdom. Exodus 19. And let's see what happens. In the book of Exodus 19, Yahweh will do something very, very great. What would he do? He would do something that has never been done in the annals of history. And let's read what he would do. In the book of Exodus 19:1, it says in the third month, because in the scriptures we have months. And how many months does the scripture speak about? 12 months. It speaks about no other month period other than 12. Even though you got a lot of people will tell you how crazy we are, but then when you look in the scriptures, we look very sane. As a matter of fact, we look very wise. Since the scripture says to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, is because there is no light in them. All the scriptures ever talked about is 12 months. As a matter of fact, those are the only months listed in the book, period. Period. Go figure. But I'm crazy. Watch what it says, because now it's speaking of the third month, when the children of Israel had gone forth out of the land of Egypt. The same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai. Because oftentimes this is what you're going to learn about the scriptures. Everything that you read in the scriptures is marked. Yahweh will mark it with some type of sign, some type of time, some type of event, some type of day, some type of year, some type of month. And you'll find there's only 7 different years, 12 different months, and only 30 days a month. That's all you will find in the scriptures. But this is the third month. When the children of Israel gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day they came into the wilderness of Sinai. For they had departed from Rephidim and had come to the desert of Sinai and pitched in the wilderness. And there Israel camped before the mount. And Moshe went up to Elohim. And Yahweh called to him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shall you say to the house of Yaakov, and tell the children of Israel, you have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle wings, and brought you to myself. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then you shall be a peculiar treasure to me above all people, for all the earth is mine. So Yahweh is letting them know how they can become a peculiar treasure unto him. Watch what it says. And you shall be to me a kingdom of priests, a holy nation. These are the words which you shall speak to the children of Israel. And who don't want to be a kingdom of priests? Who don't want to be a holy nation? And Moshe came and called for the elders of the people, and laid before their faces all these words which Yahweh commanded him. And all the people answered together and said, All that Yahweh has spoken we will do. And Moshe returned the words of the people to Yahweh. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Behold, I come to you in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with you, and believe you forever. And Moshe told the words of the people to Yahweh, so Yahweh setting them up, letting them know, look, Moses, I want them to know that when I come to you, first of all, it was a sign that they were at Mount Sinai. Yahweh told Moses, look, this will be a sign. You will bring the people out of Egypt. You will bring them to this mountain, and you all will serve me. And I apologize because that is Horeb instead of Sinai. The mountain that Yahweh said will be a sign. But watch this Mount Sinai. And Yahweh said to Moshe, go to the people, sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes, and be ready against the third day. For the third day, Yahweh will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. So in other words, he said on the third day. Now, was he talking about the third day of the month? No. He was just talking about the third day, period. Which you will find it will be the third day of the week. Let's keep reading. And you shall set bounds unto the people round about, saying, take heed to yourselves, that you go not up into the mount, or touch the border of it. Whoever touches the mount shall be surely put to death. There shall not a hand touch it, but he shall surely be stoned, or shot through. Whether it is beast or man, it shall not live. When the trumpet sound long, they shall come up to the mount. And Moses went down from the mount to the people, sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. And he said to the people, be ready against the third day. Come not at your wives. And it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightning, thick cloud upon the mount, the voice of the trumpet exceedingly loud, so that all the people that were in the camp trembled. In other words, Yahweh came down as he said he would. Now, all this began in the third month. In other words, the very day of the new month. This very day of the new month had to occur on the first day of the week. Now, there are several ways that I can prove that. But let's just take the most simplest way. Yahweh said he's coming down on the third day. What do you think the third day is? Today, y'all might call them Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But Yahweh don't call them that. He said the third day. And the third day is not the fourth day. And the fourth day is not the fifth day. But the third day is the third day. And they started this in the third month. And in order for it to be on the third month, you count 3 days back, you will be on the first day of the week, which is when the third month began in the first year. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know this. Let me show you this in the book of Exodus 16. But you do have to know Yahweh's word. That's Exodus 19. What Yahweh said he would do. Now watch this in Exodus 16. And they took their journey from Elim. And all the congregation of the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai. So they on their way to Sinai, but they hadn't got there yet. It's between, right now they're between Elim and Sinai, and Yahweh tell you when they are before between these mountains, these two different locations. And where is this location? The wilderness of what is called Sin. And when were they there? On the 15th day of the second month, after their departing out of the land of Egypt. Now you notice this is the 15th day. But then in Exodus 19, it gives you the date of the third month. Now they don't take a rocket science to know that all it takes is 15 days to get to the third month. That's it. Because you're already at the 15th of the month. Now, I know some of y'all will say, well, it may take 14 days. No. Now you're being a rocket science. The only reason you would think that it take 14 more days is because you under the erroneous impression that it's 29 days in a month. But it is not. It's 30 days in every month. And so if you're at the 15th, it's going to take you 15 more days, not 14. But let's just say it does. Let's prove it. Here it is. They, in the second month, on the 15th day of the month. And the only way we can prove this if we know what day this 15th is. And watch this. It says, and the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moshe and Aaron in the wilderness. And the children of Israel said to them, would to Elohim that we had died by the hand of Yahweh in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full, for you have brought us forth into the wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. Thus says Yahweh to Moshe, behold, I will, look what Yahweh tell him, I will rain bread from heaven for you. And the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them, meaning test them, whether they will walk in my law or not. And it shall come to pass that on the sixth day, now what is the sixth day? The sixth day is not the fifth day. The fifth day is not the fourth day. The fourth day is not the third day. On the sixth day, they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. And if you're an Israelite, you should know what the sixth day is. The sixth day is preparation day. The sixth day is where you do twice as much work than any other day, because not only are you preparing for that sixth day, but you also preparing for the Sabbath day. And why? Because on the Sabbath day, you can't do no work. So this is what Yahweh's saying. So let's take this. Let's apply this. Let's apply our hearts unto wisdom so we can understand what this is saying. If it is true that Yahweh said you should gather this 6 days, and then on the sixth day do twice as much. Well, all this started on the 15th. And when was the 15th? Well, in order to make this true, in the sixth day we gather twice as much as the scriptures is telling us, that 15th would have to be on the seventh day. And why would I say that? Because that will make the first day the first day. Because the first day come after the seventh day. That will make the second day the second day. That will make the third day the third day of the week. That will make the fourth day the fourth day of the week. That will make the fifth day the fifth day of the week. And that will make the sixth day the day before the Sabbath day, the seventh day. And they will gather twice as much. And look what Yahweh said about that Sabbath day when we gather twice as much. Watch what it says. Now, all this started on the 15th. 22nd verse of this same Exodus 16. And what are we talking about? We're talking about the earth. And we're about to show you why it even says and have listed the generations of the heavens, the generations of the earth. Number 2, second, when the earth is made on the third day. And you will see the significance, this relationship in Exodus 16 and 22. And it came to pass that on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread as we said they would, as Yahweh told them to 2 omers for 1 man. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moshe. And he said to them, this is that which Yahweh has said. Tomorrow, now they on the 6th day, is the rest of the holy Shabbat unto Yahweh. Bake that which you shall bake today, boil that which you will boil, and that which remains over lay up for you to be kept until the morning. And they laid it up till the morning, as Moshe commanded. And it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein. And Moshe said, eat that today, for today is a Sabbath unto Yahweh. Today you shall not find it in the field. 6 days you shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, in it there shall be none. And when did this start? On the 15th of the 2nd month, which we will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that had to be the 7th day, because 7 days from that day was another Sabbath. They gathered 6 days, twice as much on the 6th day. And then tomorrow after that 6th day was a Sabbath day. So the 15th to the 22nd, that's 7 days. The 22nd to the 29th, that is 7 days. That's 14 days right there. Now you're at the 29th day of that 2nd month. And watch what happens. The very next day, which was, now 7 days, the 15th is a Sabbath. The 22nd is a Sabbath. The 29th is a Sabbath. And watch this. Going back to Exodus 19. Don't take a rocket science. Exodus 19:1. In the 3rd new month. In the 3rd month. In other words, the 3rd month has begun. And when was this? It couldn't have, the 29th was on the Sabbath day. So the day after that had to be the beginning of a next month. The 29th was the last day of the 2nd month. And now we're in the 3rd month. When the children of Israel had gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they in the wilderness of Sinai. And we find that this had to be on the first day of the week, since the last day of the month was on the Sabbath day. But Yahweh said he came down in the pillar of on Mount Sinai, and it burned and it quaked. He came down on the 3rd day. He said, be ready against the 3rd day. So the day of the new month was on the first day of the week. The first day of that month was on the 2nd day of the week. Or the first day of the week was on the beginning of the month. the first day of that month, or the second day of the week, was on the first day of that month. And then the third day of that week, the third day of the week was on the second day of the month. In other words, the new month day, first day. The first day of the month, the second day of the week. And then the second day of that month, the third day of the week. That's why you will see the earth listed as the second generations that Yahweh will speak about. Because the second literally and actually represent the Most High name. And the third day, why did Yahweh come down on the third day of the week? Because little do people know, the third day of the week is not only the day that the earth was made, formed, and designed, but the third also represents Yahweh's servant who will speak in his name. That's why the earth is so important. This is why Yahweh said in his commandments. Watch this in the book of Exodus 20. The third commandment. Watch what it says. You'll read this third commandment in verse 7 of Exodus 20. And watch what it says. You shall not take the name of Yahweh your Elohim in vain, for Yahweh will not hold him guiltless that takes his name in vain. Why is that the third commandment? See, you will know that once you begin to learn and apply your heart unto wisdom, what Yahweh will do in the third. What the third literally represents in the scriptures to Yahweh. But Yahweh had to put his name on this. So that's why, even though it was the third day of the week, it was the second day of the month. And the very second thing, generation that Yahweh told us to learn about, once again, is in Genesis, the 2nd chapter, the 4th verse. And this is what it says. These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth when they were created. In the day that Yahweh Elohim made the earth and the heaven. And what day was that? Most people don't know. My kids know. But you ask the average adult, those who've been studying for years in the scriptures, what day did Yahweh make the earth? And they're not going to be able to tell you. But it's the third day. What day did Yahweh make the heavens? It was the second day. But once Yahweh married those two things, married them in relationship to his very signs and his various wonders, sure, he made the earth on the third day, but he wanted his name attached to it. And so when he came down to earth on that third day, he did it on the second day of the third month. Yahweh could have came down anytime and talked to his people. But he knew if he came down, whenever he came down, however he did what he did, he wanted us to memorialize it. In other words, remember it. And I ask people today, when did Yahweh, what day was it did he speak to his people? What day did he come down and bless his people and make them a peculiar people unto him, that they may learn to fear him all the days of their life? Ask when this great thing was done in heaven. I know you don't think it's great at all because you don't remember it. You don't talk about it. You don't even understand it. And little do you know, it's a law. That's why I say you got to study these things. This is a law. Well, let me show you the law that you might not know even to study. Watch what it says in the book of Deuteronomy, just to show you that this is a law. Watch this, Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter. And let's see if I'm telling you the truth. And let's see also if there's something greater than this. And I'm here to tell you, it is not. Nothing greater. Watch this. In the book of Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, how can you talk about the earth without talking about the generations of the earth? And how can you talk about the generations of the earth and not talk about the great things Yahweh would do in the earth? And what greater thing did he do in the earth than what we're about to read? Watch what it says. We're going to start reading at the 7th verse. For what nation is there so great, who has Elohim so nigh to them, so near them, as Yahweh our Elohim is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great, that has statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day? Only take heed to yourself, and keep your soul diligently, lest you forget the things which your eyes have seen, lest they depart from your heart all the days of your life. But teach them to your sons and your sons' son. And watch this. Especially the day that you stood before Yahweh your Elohim in Horeb, when Yahweh said to me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children. And watch what it says. And you came near and stood under the mountain, and the mountain burned with fire unto the midst of the earth, heaven, with darkness, clouds, and thick darkness. And Yahweh spoke unto you out of the midst of the fire. You heard the voice of his words, but saw no likeness. Only you heard a voice. And he declared unto you this covenant, which he commanded you to perform, even 10 commandments. And he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. That's what Yahweh would do on the 3rd day. The very day that he made the earth. And then he sealed it with his name, because not only he wanted his name in the earth, he sealed it with the nation, with the people who he gave his name to. And who was that? Yisrael. Certified it with this nation that would represent his name in the earth. That's why it was done on the 2nd. We know this thing was great what Yahweh did. So great Watch what it says in the same Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter. And why ain't people teaching you this? Why don't you know the date that Yahweh certified, bona fide his people? You might know he did it, but when did he do it? He said, don't even forget that day. Don't even forget that day. That day means something to Yahweh. Because that's the day Yahweh married his people. Why you think Moses kept going back and forth to Yahweh talking about, Yahweh, all that you said, they would do. That's how you do in marriage. Watch this. We're going to start Deuteronomy 4:32. For I ask now of the days that are past, which were before you, since the day that Elohim created man upon the earth, ask from the one side of heaven to the other, whether there has been any such thing as this great thing is. What great thing he talking about? Or has been heard like it. What is Yahweh talking about? Did ever people hear the voice of Elohim speaking out of the midst of the fire? As you have heard and live, have anybody? Just search the heavens. Search the books. Search all the ancient writings. In the New Testament, they didn't. In the Quran, they didn't. In the book of Joshua, they didn't. In the book of the Talmud, they didn't. In Enoch, the book of Enoch, it was not so. The book of Jubilees, it was not so. But in the scriptures, it was so. Watch this, 34th verse. Or has Elohim tried to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nations by temptations, by signs, by wonders, by war and a mighty hand, by a stretched out arm and by great terrors, according to all that Yahweh your Elohim did for you in Egypt before your eyes? Have you even heard of that with anybody else? They talking about how great the Quran is and how much the deity loved them and so forth and so on. Well, why isn't the deity helping them now? In Mecca, in Iran, in Iraq, in Afghanistan. Has he forsook them? They tell you this is the fastest religion, fastest growing religion on earth. It looked like it's the worst religion to the earth because these people have wrought and worked havoc in the earth. Havoc. And if they the best religion, it don't look like their God is helping them in any kind of way because they're subjected to people who don't even believe in that religion. Why you think those who believe otherwise can just go all over the world and just throw bombs on them and destroy their way of life? Look at Afghanistan and Iran and Iraq. Look at these places today. Watch this. 35th verse. Unto you it was shown that you might know that Yahweh, he is Elohim, and there is none else beside him. There's no other Elohim but Yah. Out of heaven he made you to hear his voice, that he might instruct you. And upon earth he showed you this great fire. and you heard the words out of the midst of the fire. And why? Because he loved your fathers. Therefore he chose their seed after them and brought you out in his sight with his mighty power out of Egypt. That's what Yahweh did. There's nothing as great as this. There's nothing as great as Yah. And Yahweh will put a date, a time, a sign in the earth that his name will be here. One that will represent him. And that's what Yahweh would do at the second. But he always put that second with the third. That's why on the third day, he came down on this earth. And most of his servants, not most, all of his servants that will represent his name, you're always going to see this sign follow them. Always. And I'll show you that. But before I show you that, I also wanted you to see, even though Yahweh said in the third commandment, thou shalt not take the name of Yah thy Elohim in vain, for Yah will not hold him guiltless that take his name in vain. This is exactly what the earth have done. This is exactly what his people have done. And this is exactly what they are doing. Those who are supposed to represent the Creator's name are not working the judgments that Yahweh will hand down to them, send down to them in the earth. And since they are not, let me show you this. Show you who Yahweh put in authority, because his own sons, his own representatives, did not take this serious. Serious enough for the Most High. You know how you got somebody and you being serious, and they say, I'm just playing. Well, there's a time and a season for everything. It ain't time to play all the time. And our people and the earth have played with the Most High too long. So Yahweh will do this in the book of Job, the 9th chapter. Watch what it says. Job 9, the 24th verse. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. If they're not covered, where and who is he? Where are the judges then? Who is the judges of the earth then? Who would just allow this foolishness, this foulness, this wickedness to just run rampant in the earth? It couldn't be a judge in the earth. There are judges there. There's judges here. But Yahweh, now since you didn't respect his judgment, you hated his statutes and judgments, Yahweh just said, here, let the wicked rule. And let's see how you feel about that, how you see that. And the wicked is ruling today. That's why they talk about the biggest religions in the world. Well, that's good, because we know the wicked is the one that's ruling. So if you had the biggest religion in the world then that means you have some authority in the world. You're ruling in the world. And Yahweh said he has given the earth into the hand of the wicked. No wonder these religions are nothing that our people should allow themselves to perform, to work, or to engage in. Look at the earth today. They ran by Christians and Muslims. They ran by Judaism. And look at the earth. They will tell you they ran by government. Well, who you think these governments are ran by? People, these people that run the government don't call themselves atheists. Most of them call themselves devout religious people. Devout religious people. I may add you got one that tell the truth. He's not religious at all. And one thing about a religious man, at least, a religious man, even though I might not believe what he believes in, he seemed to have some morals. But this one guy that's ruling today in America seemed not to have any. And it makes sense because he don't believe in nothing but itself. But the earth is given into the hands of wicked. And he covered the faces of the judges thereof. But when will the judges begin to rise in the earth? When will they begin to stand up? And once they stand up, what will they do? We're talking about the earth. And Yahweh always made one that will represent the earth. Always made representatives in the earth, one that will represent him. And you can't represent the Most High without representing his name. This is why Yahweh said this in the book of Psalms 82. The very first verse. Elohim stands in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the Elohims. Sound like you're talking about some angels. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Selah. Watch what it says. Defend the poor and the fatherless. That's something that earthly judges are supposed to do. Not some angels. Yeah, they do it too. But I'm saying that's our responsibility in the earth. He gave the earth into the hands of the Son of Men. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Selah. Defend the poor and the fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and the needy. Rid them out of the hands of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk in darkness, and all the foundation of the earth are out of course. And why? Because the judges, they don't see none of this. The judges they judging unjustly. They have accepted the persons of the wicked. Here it is. You can't even turn on a commercial, a TV show, a news station without someone declaring or demonstrating their homosexuality. What if I just was on TV all the time just showing and demonstrating that I'm a heterosexual? Why you got to show anything? Just be a man. Just be a woman. But there how you have men kissing each other, women kissing each other, them holding hands, them doing things that Yahweh called an abomination. It don't matter how I see people say, well, how you see this or how you feel about this. It don't even matter. It's how Yahweh feels. And Yahweh called this an abomination. But where are the judges in the earth? Now that the whole foundations of the earth are out of course. Where are those who's supposed to be the children of the Most High? Where are those who's supposed to be like Elohim in the earth? And what are they doing to bring about judgment to the earth? Seeing they are judges. That's what Yahweh said. He's judging among the judges. And Yahweh said he will make the crooked things straight. So this is what he will do in the earth in the book of Isaiah 42. This is one of the things he prophesied. People ask, what should we be looking for? The crooked things to be made straight. Well, who's going to do that? Well, Yahweh's servant, the one that does all his bidding, all his work, all his words, all his commandments. Watch what it says in the book of Isaiah 42. The very first verse. Behold my servant, whom I uphold. My elect, my elected one, my elite, in whom my soul delights. I put my spirit upon him, and he shall bring forth judgment to the nations. That's what the word Gentile means. He shall not cry, nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street, because he's not like the Sharptons and all the rest of them, Jesse Jackson and the rest of them. No, he don't have to march. Though he had to get a bullhorn talking about Black Lives Matter. No, this is not the type of individual you should be looking for. A bruised reed shall he not break. Smoking flax shall he not quench. He shall bring forth judgment unto the truth. He shall not fail nor be discouraged, till he has set judgment in the earth, and the isles shall wait for his law, because that's what judgment is. It's the law. In other words, when you go to think about the earth, the generations of the earth, you got to talk about the very things the earth produce. Things that represent the Most High in the earth. Or the earth has no meaning, no purpose. But the earth has great meaning, great purpose. But you wouldn't think that the earth have any purpose at all. They would have you to believe the only purpose the earth have is for you to vote. That's not the only purpose of the earth. And here they want you to believe that they're saving the earth. You're not saving no earth. Why don't you save the people of the earth and feeding them? Most people die by hunger. They won't tell you that, but that's the truth. That's how most people die, by hunger, all over the world. And why? As rich as the world is, we can't feed the inhabitants of the earth. We can't house them and clothe them. This is why the scriptures say the whole foundation of the earth is out of course. Because your purposes, your mind is on something totally vain. Instead of worrying about feeding, clothing, and housing the poor and the needy, you will spend your money on the military. How's that feeding the poor? I can see it if that's what they were doing, but no, they're not. You would rather spend your money on space. Now, why would you spend money on space when you live on Earth? Unless you're trying to escape Earth. Some people tell you, no, they can't do that. They can't go up to the heavens. Why come they can't? Angels go up there, and angels come down to earth. So you don't think a man possessed the knowledge to leave earth? Of course they do. And let me show you that. In the book of Genesis, the 11th chapter. This is why I said if you don't study these generations, these are the things you're not even going to know, nor are these things you're going to consider. Watch this. In the book of Genesis, the 11th chapter, the very first verse. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed through the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar. And they dwelt there. And they said one to another, go to, let us make brick, burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone. Slime had they for mortar. And they said, go to, let us build a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. Now, just imagine the imagination of man when they began to do this. They was of one language. They was of one speech. And they was of one mind. And the thing that one may have thought was impossible to do, they were doing it. This is what they began to do. 5th verse. Such to the extent. Now, they didn't have a rocket. It didn't look like they had a rocket that can get them there in a matter of seconds or days or minutes or hours. But make no mistake about it, this is something that they imagined, planned, and began to do. 5th verse. And Yahweh came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men built. And Yahweh said, behold, the people are one, and they have all one language. And this they began to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. In other words, this thing that they were doing to build to heaven, to reach heaven, Yahweh was letting us know that there's something they can achieve. And how could they achieve it? Because watch this, the very signs to let you know how to achieve something. He said the people are one. Can you imagine a man and a woman who's married, what they can achieve if they are one? And they have all one language. Could you imagine a man and a woman, what they can do if they speak in the same language? They're one. They speak in the same language. And watch what it says. And this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. This is how you know we are a totally divided, not unified, disunity. But look what we can do if we were one. The skies are the limits. And when you get there, it is unlimited. A verse, so Yahweh scattered them abroad from there upon the face of all the earth, and they ceased to build the city. And this is something that Babylon has always imagined to do, to leave earth. And why? Because you will see, and we're going to talk about it more, that Babylon really has no place in earth. And Babylon knows this. So Babylon will try to get to a place that they know they have a place at. Something that they can achieve and build for their own self. Because they know this is not that place. They know that. And they also know that they were not the ones who was selected, elected, formed to represent Yahweh's name in the earth. They know this. They know the only reason why they in power today is because Yahweh will give the earth into the hand of the wicked. So what we will do, we will explore this. We will explore the various generations. We will explore the various things these generations produce. So you can begin to understand this great blessing that Yahweh has given us. And it's called earth. So until tomorrow, Yahweh love you, and so do I. Shalom.
God's word, 2 or 3 witnesses so it can be confirmed. To you, my Yadu, I lift up my soul. And trust in you, he always kept me whole. And left my enemies deep in their holes. Let none that wait on Yahweh be ashamed. Put shame on those who sin without a cause. Show me your ways, please teach me your laws. Oh Elohim of my salvation, I'm staying down and patient. As a child, all the while I'm waiting. Remember not the sins of my youth. Lead me in your truth, and he'll give your soul ease. The earth shall remain inherited by a seed. The secret of Yahweh who fears Elohim, a fool believes everything. And to every word spoken, you can't take heed unless you hear somebody curse. You know you did the same thing. That's why I'm begging Yah for mercy and his love and kindness, cause I know that I ain't worthy.
the 7 seas. Captivity is taking hold upon me. Put fright in me and now we flee from fallen leaves. The grinding grief from all the blood our people seen. And now we cry, where is the word from Elohim? And so we said that we are his wives to be submissive, but we dismissed it. It is of this reason we have fallen victim to the lies that your root will prey and pursue rebellious of his son, forgotten that he is one. Broken the holy ordinance, rejection of reproof, then acknowledge what we do. Now we return back to the truth.
Yah's word is the truth. Yah's decrees is the proof. Local 12 just released the scoop. It's the summer of Sam. They calling us hand. Made us worship the son of man. And somehow that the moon, they stole our style and gave it to Rothschild. Now we exalt the vow, but hit the turnstile. Yah's Nabi set the crooked things straight. Praise Yah from the rising to the evening to the closing the gates. Exposing the fake. Yah give the truth a day break. Now the liars can't escape and the haters can't relate to the light that truth make. See the wicked's pride deflate. Ye adore Yah, magnify Yah, cause he's great.
All Yah give is truth. All Yah teach is truth.